Hey everyone, Ronnie Rowe back again this week. It's November the 1st. It's been about a month, I suppose, three weeks, almost going on 4 weeks since I did a video last time. I'd like to welcome each and every one of you back to the video. I told you I was not going to do many of these videos, at least not on a weekly basis, until I had something to share with you. Well, I have something to share with you tonight. But anyway, hope each and every one of you been doing well. Hoping each and every one of you been able to get outside. Cooler weather is coming here to the eastern part of Virginia, and I know across the country, especially in the north, you're getting some snow. Ugh, hate that word. And but anyway, things been going good. The last time before we get started, like I always say, hit the little subscribe button everywhere it is so that you can have a notification sent to you each time I do a video. So I would appreciate that very, very much. Um, what have I been doing? Been doing a lot of things since we last talked. When we last talked, I showed you the complete work of Orleans that I had finished and how excited I was of having this thing all framed up. And I'm going to I'm going to put it in the Woodlawn show that's coming up the first part of 2024. And I got several other pieces I will be displaying at that show also. But anyway, I'm looking forward to that. That's something that really interests me a whole lot. Um, Talked to Rod today at Hoffman. We had a issue with one of the charts I had a symbol left off and had a shop call about that. So I'm sending him some new back pages on one of the designs I have done in the past. I told Rod, I said, I can't believe I made a mistake, but things happen. So did that. Cammy, if you're out there, I'm still working on your circle. Cammy, a good friend of mine, uh, asked me to help her out with a design, which she's going to do. She needed a piece of 18 count material and she wants to frame it in a 12-inch hoop using the hoop as a frame. And she's dividing this circle, if you will, into 12 parts, January, February, the months of the year. So I'm currently working on that, figuring out all the logistics and the numbers and what she has to do to be able to get the finished product to fit exactly into that 12-inch hoop using 18 count material. And some back stitching is going to be done in this as far as the lettering go. But anyway, Cammy, I'm still working the yours. I haven't don't give up on me. I'm slow, but I will get back with you on that. Um, what have I been doing? I told you the last time we talked that the nice people at Witchell had sent me some black material that I wanted to do a flower scene on black material that my wife had gone out and picked some zinnias in the garden and those zinnias beautiful. She put them in a nice pot and a vase and we had them put in the landing as we're coming to our foyer and they looked very good. And so I took a picture of those and I wanted to um, do a cross stitch, see what I could do. I wanted to put a bobble in there, put a candle and everything, and design something up that I felt was looked pretty good. And I wanted to do it on black material. I've never worked on black material in my life. I probably will never work on black material again in my life. Um, I have found this thing extremely challenging. Um, First of all, I couldn't mark it. I couldn't use the blue marking pen that I use on my white material, and that simply didn't show up. So I went to my local Michaels, and they had two different marking pens for black material. They had a pencil and also a chalk that they use that people use for marking fabric. And I purchased both of these pens, and well, I'll give it a try on a sample piece and just see how it worked with me. Didn't work at all. I couldn't get it to work. Maybe you know how to do it, but I couldn't. But so anyway, I didn't even mark the fabric. I said, heck with it. I'm just going to stitch. I'm going to design it. I'm going to count. It's called count across stitch. So I'm going to count and see what happens. And so that's what I have done. I told you last time we talked, it'd probably be the end of the year before I finish this thing. Nah, I've been working hard. I've been doing a lot of stitching on this, and so it's coming along pretty good. And so I'm going to show that to you tonight. And I also went on and built the frame. I know what size this thing's going to be, so I built the frame, and pretty much like I did the last frame. I'm going to show you that and what I'm going through right now and what I'm thinking about doing with the frame. But anyway, the picture, the picture that I went by, the vase of flowers, I'm going to put up right now, so you will be seeing that. You'll hear me talk. You will see this vase of flowers. Um, I thought it looked good, and I particularly liked the vase with the blue in the bottom of it. So anyway, I took this vase and I rearranged some flowers in it, if you will. I kind of did some things with that. I morphed some and put some, but you'll get the general idea. Then I put a book in and a red candle next to it. So I think it's going to turn out all right. Um, but anyway, before we do anything else, here's the way Ronnie Rowe stitches. This is my material right here for the flower I do. I don't even know what I'm gonna call this thing yet, but these are the colors in it I do. And the way I do that, I just take some old mat board, put some holes in it, and I string my various colors on it. And that's the way I pull floss when I stitch. So anyway, I wanted to show you that. Um, but anyway, right now, this is where I am. It is not finished. It hasn't been matted or nothing. This is in the process of what Ronnie Rowe is, what I'm stitching right now. And you'll see the bottom of this, the blue vase. And I think you're going to like this. But as you can see right now, this is where I am. Let me see if I can get this thing right. This right here is going to the blue vase coming down. Of course, the zinnias. You see the same thing you saw in the picture that you just looked at that I take a photograph of. This is going to be the Bible I'm going to put in here. It's a cross coming down in this area right here. And I took one of my wife's red candles from one of our Wisconsin things. And but anyway, and I put that in, lit that, took a picture. And so that's what we're going to do. That's what we're working on right now. Like I say, this is solid black 18 count fabric. And I thought this thing looked pretty good with 18 count, 18 count. Now, I'll tell you, I also built the frame. And so what I did with the frame is, as you can see, let me turn this around. I'm trying to do all this with one hand. And we'll figure it all out. But anyway, it's going in this frame, of course, like so. And what I'm doing with the frame is I built the frame. I got the green around right here. I've put gold. I made it gold on the top and on the bottom of the frame around in the inside, right in this area right here, I put gold in that. So when it puts a piece of glass in, it'll reflect off that and you will see all of the gold. And I like the green, and because the green, it has some green leaves in it. I'm probably going to mat this thing in black. And then the inside mat will probably one of the lightest shades of pale yellow that goes along with the flower. So got the frame all made, Ronnie Rowe's homemade frames. So got all that. Still haven't gotten the glass, haven't gotten the mat board yet, but that's on my list to do. And I'm coming along right now. Excuse me. With the picture, I've got a bit more of the base to go down in here, this area here. I've got over in here the book coming down, and so I'm moving right along with this thing. But like I say, I did not mark the material. What I have done is I literally have gone down. I worked on this by 6 squares by 6 squares, and each square has 10 by 10, and I did 6. And so I kept track by putting pins in the fabric. And then my next design, the next one I wanted to go to, section I wanted to work on, I would count over from that and start at a really good reference point in the design right here and count over to where I wanted to be, so I wasn't off anything. And so far, I don't think I am. I think I'm right on it right now. So, but this is the new design I'm going to come out with, and this I like it. I think it's a lot of fun. If you've never worked on black material, if you've never worked on black material, give it a try. You might like it. I'd like to know how you how your experience with it. What I did was take my light and put behind my material as I was stitching at an angle with a piece of white foam board in my lap so that the light was reflecting off the white foam board up on the back of the fabric. That way I could really see the hole. So I really, after I figured that out, it seemed to work pretty well. So anyway, I'm happy with this new design, and I'm going to be showing that to you here hopefully in the near future, all framed up, glass matted and everything. I think you're going to like this. Um, what else have I been doing? Working on the other thing I'm working on. I was trying to come up in the last really month with a what's project do I want to work on after I do the flowers? Um, I wasn't sure, but now I am. I have a lady that works at the YMCA, and she is a instructor there. She does everything from swim aerobics to boot camp, which is a highly intensive workout for an hour. I don't do that. I mean, I'm not even capable of keeping up with her. And but anyway, her name is Arlene, and Arlene is a dear friend. I've known Arlene for years now, and Arlene is also one of the most talented actors I've ever met. She works at Bush Entertainment, Bush Gardens, at Bush Properties. And at this time of the year, they have what they call Hollow Scream, which is going along with the Halloween aspect. And she is a character actress at Bush Gardens, and she plays Medusa. She plays Medusa. And if you see the way that the creative people at Bush Gardens have dressed puts on Arlene, what they do to Arlene, it's incredible. It's unbelievable. And you're going to see this, not tonight, but you're going to see it. I talked to Arlene, and I saw the picture that she had. She showed me a picture of herself in makeup as Medusa, and you really wouldn't recognize it, Arlene. I mean, it's incredible. And I looked at it, and God, it was good. This thing was really, really good. And so I asked her about the photographer, the people who took the picture, and she went back to them, and they were thrilled with the fact that I was going to be able to do what I do with it, and they said absolutely, they would just love to see this. So that's going to be my next project is Arlene Medusa, and what I'm planning on doing this coming Friday. Today is Wednesday, and Friday morning I'm going to meet Arlene at the Y, and we're going to do a video. I'm going to do a video with Arlene at the Y. I want to introduce her to you and show her to you, and fantastic lady, just absolutely busting with talent. But anyway, I'm going to do a video with her, and I'm going to share that with you and show you this video and the process I'm going along with creating a cross-stitch design of Arlene as Medusa. And it's going to be a picture probably like I've been doing before. It's going to be 300 by 280. You know, it's not going to be a small picture. It's going to be big. It's going to be colorful. It's going to be gorgeous picture. And what I'm going to do is take a lot of stuff that he had in the photo background. I'll remove all of that and take her, and I'll do some other stuff to it. And so I think you're going to like it. I'm going to like it. I'm going to really enjoy doing this. And this is for a friend of mine. So that's my next project. And I know that's going to take me well into 2024. But anyway, that's what's going on with me. I'd like to know what's going on with you. Put some comments out there on these things. Let me know what you think about what's going on in the cross stitch world. Tell me about other people, other things, other designers, other things that you're seeing that you like, and So anyway, I'd like to know about that. I'd like to know what projects you're working on. If you're doing something, please send me a picture of it. Send me a picture of it. I'll put it on one of these videos. And because like I've said before, you ought to really be proud of what you're working on. You put a lot of time into this stuff. And so anyway, share it with everybody, as many people as you can, because I know they would love to see it. Um, as of right now, that's about all I have. I've shown you this. I've also shown you Orleans, which is I've got hanging in my upstairs on the wall right now. This new one I'm doing with the flowers, I don't know. They're zinnias. I don't know what to call this thing. So if you've got an idea, you've seen the picture. If you got an idea of a title for this, let me know what you think, and I'll probably pick one of your titles if you come up with something that hits me. So I like to know what you think about it. So, but anyway, until next time, stay healthy, get outside, get exercise. I hope you and all your family are well. Uh, and before I go, as I tell you, every time we have one of these little conversations, the number one thing I want you to do is stay safe. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.